G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the game between Geelong and St Kilda, which was at GMHBA Stadium, and Geelong were able to get the chocolates, get the 4 points and win in the end by 31 points. 5-goal result in the end, and the Cats hang on to their spot in the top 4 for the meantime anyway. Meanwhile, I might just refresh this page so that we can actually see a bit more of the score worm and what that's doing, if it wants to work. And now it does, the whole refresh trick. Really promising start by the Cats, and they were out of the block straight away, kicking I think the first 5 goals of the game before the Saints were able to sort of register anything. And yeah, look, it was decent out of the centre. We were able to win the ball back off the Saints reasonably well at times. And, good kicking is good football if you're 1-5 or, we were 1-4 earlier in the year, I think, against the Saints with some poor kicking. And that can really put a dampener on, some good work that Geelong can get up to. Conversely, if you kick in accurately, you get the ball back to the opposition. And I would have to say we're not that great at defending transitional ball movement. However, we can get on a run when we're able to transition ourselves. So sometimes you give a little bit one way to help score on the end of it, whilst you also might unlock a bit there, and you could sort of leave the door open on the other end as well. But the Saints definitely got back into the game. They threatened at times throughout the afternoon. They looked pretty good when we didn't have much pressure, or we just let them kind of move from end to end at times. And they were able to sort of get some pretty easy looks throughout the game. Although whenever they did sort of mount a challenge, and probably what was most promising is we got challenged a few times and we were able to meet the challenge each time, which was, it was good to see. Again, I'd try and keep the expectation set most weeks on where I see Geelong at the moment. And after that game, you're not going to be shaking in your boots or anything like that with, look out for Geelong. But look, as an important win, if you go down to the Saints at home, then all of a sudden it's looking pretty diabolical, really. Potentially, finals is not guaranteed at this point in time. Probably not until you have 14 or 15 wins, depending on percentage. So, we've got to qualify clearly, and there's still some work to do there. 12-6 at the moment, and we'll see how it all pans out. Good flex of the muscle in the third term. The ball movement off halfback was really good. We're winning some more of the ball back off the Saints. Put them under a bit of pressure as well, which was really good to see. And we were just finishing off our work. It was funny, though. We were like 9 straight, I think, at one stage, and then ended up with 8 goals, 11 after that. So, and we missed 3 or 4 out on the full on top of that. So it could have been a really big score, but you definitely take 100-plus points over the Saints, who can be pretty stingy defensively. And they kind of did the same thing. They were happy to take a few risks and, try and score, but they were sort of opened up the other way back as well. Last quarter wasn't super eventful, but we didn't park the bus, and we didn't concede massive scores late. Just sort of stemmed the flow and got a little bit more scoreboard pressure on. Saints kicked 3 in the last quarter. I think we kicked 2 goals, 3. So, relatively even Stevens in that final term. In what was, a pretty decent performance. Still, some skill errors, and, clearance game probably needs a bit of, some work, and just defending transition. Just letting players like 10, 15 metres away just mark the ball, and the players are not impacting the contest or stopping anything from happening by being 10, 15 metres off their man. All they're doing is just allowing the team to transition the whole field. So if I can be explained as to how or why that's the case, it'd be good to know for my knowledge. Although when a team does it really well, it's we look really ordinary. But kept the Saints to a modest score. That's probably not a bad score for them, actually, 82 points. So they were able to score easily at times. I have to say, we looked pretty menacing going forward as well. We had some really good players, star for us, especially up forward. So we go through some of the stats and got a bit more of the ball than the Saints, +7, +10 inside 50s, got a good amount of supply, kept the Saints to under 50, which is good. Used the ball better than the Saints. They were under pressure a little bit. We chipped it sideways and backwards a bit with trying to, I guess, switch the game up. Efficiency inside 50 was really good for Geelong, but it was also really good for the Saints. I don't recall seeing such an efficient look at it. They're normally under 50, so they were quite dangerous when it did go inside 50 for them. Don't get me started on the umpires. I think just about every marking contest down the line, the Saints got a free kick, and I'm really keen to count down those ones. But they got an absolute arm ride there. I don't know what Geelong were doing. +11 hitouts, so Reece and Blitz did well there. Clearances, the Saints won the battle there, but we won it out of the centre bounce, +7, -4 in the overall clearances and around the ground clearances. Yeah, we didn't feature too well there, but the Saints, they had decent looks at that, and they still lost. So clearance is important. Hopefully we prioritise a little bit more in games coming up. If you're like that against the absolute best teams, then you're just probably not going to get away with it. Lost contested ball, which is odd. Saints won that battle. We were able to win the outside battle, but it was pretty close in terms of the possession count. Turnovers, +10 to the Saints, so that's good for us. We didn't quite crack the 100 this week, but that's okay. We got more than the Saints, which is a good starting point. Marks inside 50, conceded 16, which is unbelievable, really. It's a lot of inside 50 marks. What did the Saints end up with? 12-10, so look, they got some decent looks. They lowered their eyes a bit. They won some key contests forward of the ball. Contested marks, +3 to the Cats, and led the whole game, which is great. Out-tackled the Saints as well, so we definitely got the pressure game going at times. 23 tackles inside 50 to 5. Did quite well to try and do our best to get in the front half. Lots of run and carry and dash, not so much for the Saints. 1%ers though, I feel like every team wins the 1%er battle, so I don't know what we're doing wrong, or we're just more clean than the opposition. Although I'd have to disagree that we were super clean and all over it today, but you can't win it all. You can't win everything. But we'll go through the votes and have to give 3 to Sean Manor. He kicked 3 goals, 3. Could have had a really, really big day. 24 disposals for Sean. Had the 6 marks as well. 11 tackles, a couple of clearances. Also almost 500 metres gained. Set up a couple of goals himself. So, I thought he was phenomenal. In early days, he was looking really promising and menacing. Played well throughout the arvo. Got a fair bit of the ball. Hit the scoreboard. And also the pressure act, so he did it all. 2 votes to Jeremy Cameron. He kicked 5 goals, won 14 possessions, and he took 4 marks as well. Set up a goal himself. Clearance in there to pad the numbers up a bit. He was a big part of why we won, and we won by 31 points, and he kicked 31 points. So you'd have to say he was a big difference in the game. He was, on fire up forward, really important and promising for us throughout the afternoon. 1 vote, I'm going to go Ollie Dempsey. He ended up with a goal. He had the 25 disposals, took the 5 marks as well, and had the 4 tackles, 3 clearances, almost 500 metres gained for him too. 3 goal assists. He had the ball on a string. He was setting up teammates, and that's really good for us. He was getting quite involved in the scoring chain. Holmesy was pretty solid, pretty good. 32 for him, 7 marks, 4 tackles, 5 clearances, 800 metres gained, so definitely got a lot of territory. He didn't use the ball super well at times. He was sort of hacking it, and not his best game that he's played ever, but was able to sort of get a fair bit of the ball, help out our mids and half forwards. Gryan played a really good game. He had the 26, plenty of the ball, took a mark as well. 5 tackles to set up a goal. Yeah, just really important throughout those scoring chains, sort of when it's in that midfield half-forward line. We know he's deadly by foot, and yeah, he was really good on that front. Axe was very good. 22 for him, took a mark as well. 9 tackles, 6 clearances, goal assist. I thought he was really strong in that second half, and yeah, we know he gives it 120% every single week. Over to Jack Henry, who took not 14 marks, but he took 9 marks with his 16 disposals, a couple of tackles as well. Pretty solid game from Jack. I don't think anyone kicked a big bag up forward for the Saints. So, yeah, optimistic he played well. Dangerfield kicked a couple, had the 19 disposals, 3 marks, 3 tackles, 6 clearances. So he was really good when he had that go in the midfield at times. I really wish he would just stay centre bounce and then just go forward. Like I don't think he needs to be around the ground and wreck him there. But I think it'd be great to have him just centre bounce, go forward until the next centre bounce, because that's definitely an area that's been a concern for us throughout season 2025. Zach Guthrie had the 16. He took 9 marks, very good behind the ball, had a tackle in there as well. Yeah, we know he does a really good job each and every week, and yeah, I think Jack Higgins may have kicked a couple. I don't know if he was on him directly. I never know who the defenders are on, to be honest. I just look at the game when I'm there, and he was able to mark plenty. Jack Martin played well. He kicked a couple of goals, had the 11 disposals, 7 marks, 6 tackles as well, 2 goal assists. So yeah, he was really influential on that front in the front half of the game, which is it's good to see him there. I thought that's where he would sort of start playing, but yeah, he started at half back just to get a bit of footy and continuity, and he's been able to hit the ground running, and liking what he's doing for the Cats so far in early in his campaign. Over to Sully, was good. 12 disposals, 9 marks, 4 tackles for him. Pretty steady game for him, and like the way he went about it. Bailey Smith at the 23, 3 marks, 4 tackles, 4 clearances, set up a goal as well. Had some run and dash in there. Wasn't stacks. Was definitely not the best game of all time for him. Whether he's a little bit sore or not too sure. But yeah, look, he wasn't our worst player, that's for sure. Over to Blitz, who had the 15 disposals. He had 4 marks next to his name, a couple of tackles, clearance, goal assist. Just, having a red hot crack in the ruck, and on the wing he had some really good clunks, off in his marks almost in contested fashion. Lawes was better this week, had the 15 possessions, 5 marks, 3 tackles for him. He was, getting involved, running off half back. I think he set up a goal. It was a handball early. Must have been one more handball, because otherwise he should have had a goal assist, which I think went to Cameron and went through for a goal. But he was slightly better this week, which was good. O'Sheen had some good moments. He had the 10 possessions, 5 marks, 5 tackles, did some hard yakka in his game, and he played all right. I would have thought he would have mainly probably been directly on Nasiah, but that's all right. Nasiah nearly won the game, but yeah. Anyway, just the one bloke that could probably cost you the game. That's all right. It's all right. It's all good. Bradley Close kicked 1 goal, 2, had the 14 disposals, 2 marks, couple of tackles as well. Got a clearance involved as well. So, Close is a little bit quieter on the scoreboard. And it felt like throughout the game he was quiet, but we know he does a lot of really good work. And I don't feel like... I think Sinclair was amazing. So, and I know Close does some really close attention on those sort of players at times. Just a little pun there. Good to see Stengel back, kicking goals as well. He set up 1 as well, kicked 2 himself, had the 12 disposals, a few tackles in there as well. Yeah, he was very clean, and I felt like, his ground balls really, so super clean. He was tough at times, had some really good smothers. So, I was really happy with his game. Over to Tommy Stewart, he had the 12 disposals, 5 marks, a couple of tackles as well. Went off, he was subbed out, I think with the knee. So, I'm guessing anyway. Hopefully he's all right. and yeah, he had some good moments. Also had some moments where he thought he was untackleable and got pinged holding the ball twice. So yeah, he had a mixed game, that's for sure. Reece Stanley had the 8 disposals, got a mark tackle, a couple of clearances, plenty of hit-outs. He was flying everywhere in the midfield, I felt, especially in the ruck battle. So, no, he had a good crack. After kicking 5 last week, scratch with donuts this week, unfortunately. I think Cameron Andy wore him like a glove. Just wasn't able to hit the scoreboard in the big way. 7 disposals, got a bit of ruck work as well. 3 tackles, though, which is good, and 3 marks. He competed a lot of contests and ensured that it wasn't an easy intercept out mark. So that's a tough job to do, and whilst it doesn't reflect great on the stats, he did compete all day and all afternoon. Jackie B kicked a goal with his 7 disposals. He had a couple of tackles as well next to his name from the game time they did have as the sub. Mark O'Connor was pretty handy at times, I felt. He had the 8 disposals, 3 marks for him, and yeah, I loved the run and dash he had from halfback in that play. I think it was in the 3rd term. And over to De Koning, final man on the stat sheet. He had 11 possessions, took a couple of marks and a couple of clearances. So yeah, it was just good to have him back and get him through the game. I think he didn't do anything too crazy where I was spitting chips. So all good, Sam. Snakes and ladders, it's all happening at, I guess with the top 9 is where all the action is happening. And with that win, keeps us in the top 4. I think we're out of the 4 because Hawthorn had won. So, yeah, technically we're out of the 4 until we got the chocolates. And, yeah, sitting 4th on the table. Pies went down to the Dockers, so that makes it really interesting on the Brisbane side of things. And the Crows currently winning quite well over the Suns. We'll see how well that's going shortly. But, yeah, hanging in the top 4, that'll be the aim, and we'll see how it all pans out from there. Bit of a look at next week. So we play North Melbourne Saturday night game. Interesting. All right, so 7:35 Saturday night football. Haven't played Marvel very much, and I think when we have played there, we haven't played that well. So, yeah, the fast deck is troubled Geelong at times. I think in general our record against North Melbourne's pretty promising, and I definitely haven't had a good recent record against us. So, yeah, we have played a few in Geelong as well, as you can see down there. But yeah, should be an interesting game. Hopefully we can, string together close to 4 quarters. That'd be good, and try not give the Roos a sniff, and don't take them lightly because they have been playing some good footy in the second half of the year. Haven't always been able to get the win, but they've been a lot more competitive. So yeah, if we take them lightly, then you'll get exactly what you deserve. But I think Geelong probably in that 4 to 7 goal margin is where I'm thinking. Probably 5 or so goals. Similar kind of margin to today, I feel, would be about right, about appropriate. Crows up by 54, as we can see at the moment. They were, I think it was 59-4. So it hasn't gone yet too much further than that. All right, well, that's it for the review, folks. The Cats got the job done in the end. 31-point winners. It was a nice day for it. Big crowd too, it felt like, so that was really good to see. Yeah, Geelong getting the win, hanging around that and sitting in the top 4 as we speak. And hopefully we can get the chocolates over North Melbourne next week. That would be very, very good. All right, that's all from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review, and comment your thoughts on the game and how you sort of see how the Cats are tracking at the moment. Keen to see what you guys reckon there. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe away so you can see how the Cats are going each and every week. I'll break down the game and go through it to the nth degree, and have a bit of a chat about how the Cats went and go from there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next video.